speak before answering questions. Chief Executive, please. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday was the 27th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong SAR. I thank the central authorities for taking into account my views, and they have given us three beneficial measures. First, a pair of giant panda will be gifted to Hong Kong. Giant pandas are national treasures. I thank the central authorities for their care and support. We reckon that in a few months, the giant pandas will arrive in Hong Kong and join the big family here. They will bring us joy. They will also attract visitors from all over the world to come to see them. We have already worked with the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office of the State Council as well as the National Forestry and Grassland Administration to start discussion about the arrangements necessary, including quarantine. A team will go to Sichuan shortly. We will announce details in due course. The second beneficiary measure is from the Exit and Entry Administration. Starting from the 10th of July, non-Chinese Hong Kong permanent residents will be issued a card-type document to facilitate customs clearance. Within a 5-year validity period, they are granted multiple times. Each stay will not exceed 90 days for each visit. They don't have to apply for a separate visa. This is a facilitation measure. I'd like to say that this is a policy breakthrough. Non-Chinese Hong Kong permanent residents are taken care of. They are issued with a card-type document, regardless of their country of origin. This has highlighted Hong Kong's advantage and is the best example to showcase the convenience brought by one country, two systems. And over a number of days, there are also measures that encourage people exchange across the border. There is the southbound visa period and the exit endorsement of business visit is increased from 7 to 14 days. This will attract talents to come to Hong Kong to stay. These talents will come to Hong Kong to build their career. We will promote this new measure. Foreign talents who are Hong Kong permanent residents in Hong Kong can make use of the card-type document to take advantage of the opportunities brought by our national development. They can also participate in the GBA development. The third one is a discussion with the Ministry of Commerce. It is in relation to CEPA. There is a negotiation under further liberalization measures in the framework. Consensus has already been reached. The further liberalization measures cover service sectors that Hong Kong enjoys a competitive advantages. Say, for example, legal, construction, finance. These includes relaxation measures and facilitation measures for Hong Kong professionals to start businesses and practice on the mainland. There will be preferential measures. Relevant authorities have been working on the documents. When a report is made, the agreement will be signed. Further details will be announced later. CEPA is an arrangement between Hong Kong and the mainland. It's always been an important supporting measure. In the 2023 policy address, I undertook that I will try to enrich the content of CEPA. I'm very glad to announce that there is consensus reached for the liberalization of trade and services under CEPA. CEPA has been in place for 21 years. It facilitates trading in services and goods. It also helps mainland enterprises to go global. In terms of goods trading, under CEPA, there is zero tariff for goods manufactured in Hong Kong. As at the end of May, we have approved close to 250,000 certificates of countries of origin covering beverage, food, plastic and plastic products, textile and garments, pharmaceutical and care products. The total export value exceeds $154 billion. We have saved close to 10 billion renminbi in tariff. In terms of trading in services, under the framework of CEPA, there are full or partial relaxation covering 153 sectors. So it's 96% of the total 160 service sectors. As at the end of May 2024, we have signed over 3,400 certificates of service providers for 1,970 enterprises. Most popular sectors are logistics, distribution, aviation, and talents exchange. We're about to start our third year in our term. Together with these supporting measures and those that have been announced previously, that is, in relation to the increase of duty-free allowance for visitors who are mainland residents, the allowance has been increased to 12,000 renminbi. I thank the ministries and commissions for their support. Yesterday, in the celebration of the 27th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong SAR, I spoke at the reception. I said that the Hong Kong government will work on three areas. First, we'll focus on our economy and improve people's livelihood. We will strengthen our advantage and find new growth points. We will leverage upon the national development and ride on the fast train of national development. As long as we stay united, we make use of our enterprising spirit, we will be able to make new achievements. Now the floor is open for questions. When your name, identify your media outlet. Please don't ask more than 2 questions.
First, the lady in blue. Good morning, Chief Executive. I'm from Now TV. Concerning the duty-free shopping quota for mainland shoppers, it has been increased to $15,000, but it seems it is still short of the $30,000 you are asking for. Why is that? Many mainland shoppers think the quota is not high enough, and the retail business in Hong Kong is not doing well. Is there further room for raising the quota? Concerning the card-type mainland travel permits for non-Chinese Hong Kong citizens, there are some expatriates in Hong Kong worrying about the shortage of quota. Now, even for Hong Kong residents who are Chinese, we have to wait a few months before we can be issued with a mainland travel permit or home return permit. Concerning the duty-free shopping quotas raised to $15,000 starting yesterday, that is $12,000 plus $3,000 in total. This is something we have been striving for. It is a hard-earned result. It is the collective work of the Ministry of Commerce and other central authorities. It is a favorable measure for Hong Kong. It provides more flexibility for shoppers in Hong Kong. With the increase of the duty-free shopping quota, consumers can enjoy a richer shopping experience in Hong Kong. Every individual in Hong Kong must seize the opportunity brought about by the favorable measures. We need to translate these favorable measures into real economic benefits. In order to enhance the business of various industry, we have to rely on our own innovativeness and our own diligence. The synergizing effect is huge from the favorable measures. The government encourages dual flow of visitor traffic. It brings along capital, talent, and corporations. Cross-boundary flow of people is beneficial in various aspects. It is a huge opportunity. We need to fully seize the opportunity brought about by each of the favorable measures. Since the duty-free shopping quota for mainland shoppers has been increased to 15,000 RMB, the industries must seize the opportunity by innovating their operations and provide a better shopping experience for the shoppers. With that, we can create the largest economic benefits. And of course, we will continue to review how we can better attract visitors and capital and spenders to Hong Kong. We will bring these ideas forward with the central government. Concerning the card-type mainland travel permits for non-Chinese Hong Kong permanent residents, this is a policy innovation. It takes care of the traveling need for non-Chinese Hong Kong permanent residents to the mainland. Over the years, many non-Chinese Hong Kong permanent residents have been contributing to the development of Hong Kong and the GBA, and even the overall development of the country. We highly value these individuals' contribution in Hong Kong. That's why we are going to strive for better traveling arrangements for these individuals in the mainland for business and other purposes. With more convenient flow of visitors across the border, it will be beneficial for both sides. In terms of the online booking system, the quota is almost used up. So we are going to improve the arrangements with the China Travel Service Hong Kong Limited. We will listen to views so as to optimize the arrangements. Now, since this is a major policy on the part of the central government, we will make sure that the arrangement is running smoothly. Next question, please, the gentleman in green.
Some English questions from the South China Morning Post. Firstly, with regards to the pandas that will be coming to Hong Kong in the next few months, could the government provide perhaps some more details about these animals, such as whether the animals would be a male and female pair like the previous time, when would they arrive, and also what are some of the predicted economic and tourism benefits of these pandas coming to Hong Kong? The second question, about the increase of the duty-free limit for mainland Chinese tourists, there has been some criticism that the amount is not high enough or attractive enough compared to those in Hainan. What would you think of some of these comments? How would you respond to the low numbers of visitors coming to Hong Kong following this increase? And would you appeal for the central government to consider raising or adjusting the limit to a higher one later in the future? Thank you.
Oh, I know everybody is very excited by the likely and soon arrival of the pair of giant pandas. I thank again sincerely central authorities for considering my proposal and has agreed to provide a pair of giant pandas for Hong Kong as a gift. I think the important thing is ensure that the arrangement for the giant pandas' arrival will be smooth and safe, because I know that there will be quarantine requirements and all the necessary procedures need to be followed. We have experience of receiving the gifts of giant pandas from central authorities. And Ocean Park has been doing an excellent job in ensuring that they are well taken care of. So what is important now, I think, is to ensure that we will actually carry out all the procedures as quickly as possible. I would like to see the Hong Kong government delegation to make the trip as soon as possible to Sichuan so that we can immediately discuss all the arrangements. We have experience in the two kind offers by the central authorities of giant pandas. But then we also have to ensure that all arrangements will be smoothly carried out. I know everybody will be interested to know of the details as soon as they are available. We'll work hard on that. And I have been talking to the Secretary for Culture, Tourism, and Sports to ensure that things will proceed as quickly as possible. We will make announcement of the details once they are available. Everybody excited, I'm excited as well. So I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to the central authorities again for the kind of this pair of giant pandas as a gift to Hong Kong. And I hope that we'll be seeing their arrival within a few months. As regard the different measures that have been introduced to support the economic development of Hong Kong, the central authorities have kindly raised the duty-free amount of mainland resident tourists to 15,000 renminbi. This has been achieved after a lot of efforts by different ministries and authorities of the central government. I think it is important that we make good use of the new arrangement so that the benefits will be realized to its best potential. There have been a series of measures to support Hong Kong. They all add together to help Hong Kong to ensure that the economic development and prosperity will be realized in Hong Kong. And they will have an amplification effect and also will synergize to help Hong Kong as a whole. But it is important for us, Hong Kong people, government included, of course, to capitalize, make good use of all the different measures and ensure that they realize their best potentials in Hong Kong. So that includes government and everybody in different sectors to ensure that all the experiences, all the services, and all the new responses, new arrangements, new offers by different sectors will be attractive, will offer a good experience, and will help visitors to have a good experience while they stay in Hong Kong. So I urge everyone to really grasp and capitalize on these opportunities. One thing I would like to add is, and that is really from my heart, is Hong Kong is now at a stage of transition because the different sectors of our economy will have to face new challenges because of the fast changing economic situation around us. There are good news because there will be special areas where we can make use of the scientific advances to help us to produce more. But there are also changes we need to accept, as we have gone through previously many times. Our previous success means that we can build and make success ourselves. We can't rest on our own laurels to just think of present success or past successes. All these successes tell us that we can make success, and we can make success while the economic structure is changing every day. So I urge everybody to think of innovative way to capitalize on the new measures that have been offered to Hong Kong. And in this changing world, particularly in relation to business characteristics and also economic new environment, to build success again, as we have done many times in building our previous successes. So I urge everyone to work hard to capitalize on all these measures and think of new way to ensure Hong Kong will become another great success story.
好，下一條提問，右手邊
Next question, the lady on the right-hand side. I'm from TVB. Just now, CEU mentioned about the arrival of giant pandas in the coming few months. When will it be? Is there a chance that they will arrive before the National Day? Can you give us more information about the giant pandas, the age and the weight? Previously, there was a competition for the names of the giant panda. Will there be another one? And in Shenzhen, there was a plan that the East Rail will be extended to beyond Lowu. Is there any chance that it will be materialized? Will there be any relaxation of operating hours of the port control? Well, with the increase in duty-free allowance, there is still a drop in number of visitors. Do you have any more measures to stimulate our economy? Chief Executive, we're all very excited about the arrival of the giant pandas. I am too. I've asked the Culture, Sports and Tourism Bureau to send a delegation to Sichuan as soon as possible to talk about the arrangements of receiving the giant pandas. These measures include transportation as well as quarantine, as well as the reception facilities and the environment required to make sure that the giant pandas will get everything they need. The giant pandas will bring laughter and smile as well as joy to Hong Kong people. The pandas will attract overseas visitors as well. The first thing we need to do is to iron out the details with mainland authorities. The delegation will go to Sichuan to discuss about the arrangements. It is only until then that we will learn about more details of the giant pandas. Once we have the details, we will make the announcement. I'm sure that you're all very excited and anxious to know more. And as to the other arrangements, say for example, arrangements of visits, as well as those relating to the ocean park, we'll have to wait till we have finalized the negotiations and arrangements with the Sichuan authorities before we can make any announcements. I myself would like everything to be completed as soon as possible. But there are quarantine requirements. Usually it takes 30 days, and that means pre and post arrival at Hong Kong. But we would like the giant pandas to arrive as soon as possible. We would like to make announcements as soon as we have the details. Regarding the customs clearance arrangements at Lo Wu, the Secretary for Security has already given you details. The Shenzhen municipal government has made plans to revamp the cross-boundary clearance facilities because the existing building has been in use for a very long time. We learned that the plan is to make sure that the new facilities will be completed for the use of the public as soon as possible. We are always looking for facilitation measures at various border control points to make customs clearance more convenient. As this matter is concerned, we learned that the Shenzhen government is working on completing the facilities as soon as possible. We will take into account the actual situation, the statistics when it comes to relaxation of clearance measures. We'll have discussions with mainland authorities. As you know that during festive days, we have special arrangements in place. Regarding the duty-free allowance for mainland residents, yesterday it was raised to 15,000 renminbi. I thank the ministries and commissions, including the Ministry of Commerce, the Customs Administration of our nation. With the work put in by all the different parties, we see the increase of duty-free allowance yesterday. We'll make good use of every single supporting measures. The allowance is increased to 15,000 renminbi. The increase will stimulate Hong Kong's economy. We need to do better when it comes to our retail services and our other services. We need to improve customer experience. We will improve our hospitality measures. All these measures will create a synergy, which in turn will invigorate our economy. Of course, we will continue to take stock of further improvement measures that will benefit our economy, and we will continue our discussion with the central authorities. When we identify suitable measures, we will discuss with the central authorities. That's the end of today's press conference. Thank you.